Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a totally unique twist. We're going to be trying the Empire mod for Hearts of Iron 4. Imagine an 18th century world where the fate of empires hangs in the very balance. I'm stepping in the boots of King William III of England, and we're going to try to rewrite some history. Will I expand the British Empire, or am I going to face certain collapse? So sit back, grab yourself a crown, and let's jump into the 1700s. Okay, we're into the Empire mod. So this is the first time I've tried this mod. It's actually a recommendation by somebody in the community, so big shout out. Yeah, so I figured, hey, let's give it a shot. Alright, so we start as England. It looks like we control England and Wales, and Ireland as well. We also have Scotland here as a puppet of the Kingdom of England. Interesting. We're led by William of the House of Windsor. Well, there you go. So we do have the Grand Alliance. We've got Scotland, the 13 colonies, the United Provinces, and the Dutch East Indies. So we've got the Dutch on our side. Okay, we do have... okay, let's go ahead and get our economy sorted and our research and all that good stuff. As for research, yeah, the research is completely different, completely updated here. We've got infantry, support companies, cavalry, artillery. Pretty cool stuff, I like the customization here, very neat. Now, I don't know, there's a bunch of different ship classes here. I have no idea what's optimal. It doesn't look like they've updated any of this stuff. Now, we do have quite a few new other building types that we can build in our nation. We've got arms, civilian factories, shipyards, farms, grain, colonial settlement, conscription centers, blacksmiths, textiles, logging camps. Wow. Okay, so as for our decisions tree here, our focus tree, we do have a pretty girthy little tree right here. So we do have quite a few options that we can look at. We can bring down the monarchy. We can go, apparently 18th century communism. Interesting. We can go, full Tories. Yeah, interesting. Well, I think first and foremost, let's go ahead and rearrange Parliament, and we'll decide what we're going to be doing after that. That'll give us some political power, which is something that we desperately need, as we are only producing 0.87 per day. Okay, let's go ahead and get our military sorted. Looks like we have 43 divisions. I don't know if these are all in England. It looks like they are. So let's go ahead and check out our templates. So 18 with infantry, interesting. So we have, I do like the models. It's pretty cool here. Looks like maybe the rifle needs to be updated with some new textures, but besides that, the models look pretty cool. So yeah, 18 with infantry, just right out of the base game. Artillery and engineers. Okay, we do have a pretty big navy here. Let's just go ahead and just get all these guys grouped up into one giant death stack here. Edward Russell, sounds great. You're the new admiral. I have no idea what is optimal here on any of this stuff. So, yeah. If you guys know more about this mod, let me know in the comments down below. Okay, so it looks like it's us, the Grand Alliance, versus the Bourbon Alliance. And yeah, we have the Qing sphere over here, and that's about it. Yes, so the classic matchup between us and the French. Of course, we also have the Swedish sphere over here. The Swedish Empire is very much a thing. Now, we do have some political power here, and so let's go ahead and spend some of that. Yeah, I'm not really sure what is optimal here. Kingdom rank. That's interesting. So, looks like we can maybe change this. We gain more political power as we go up, but we can't unlock this yet until we have more than 50% stability and more than 100 factories. Okay. We don't seem to have any advisors. We have Protestantism, which we have low tax burdens. We have mercantilism and only militias. Okay. We can hire a theorist. I don't really think we need that. We can hire a spy master, a chief diplomat, head of finances and head of government. Let's go ahead and pick a head of government here. We are not making a whole lot of political power at the moment. I would like to try to fix that. I do see a silent workhorse up here. Percy Buller, you are our guy. Let's go ahead and pick up Percy. The sooner we can get somebody like the silent workhorse in here creating political power, the quicker he's going to pay for himself. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like the models for the ships haven't been updated either. We still have submarines and destroyers and such moving around. So, so we do have events and decisions that are unique. And it looks like there is an estate interaction here, so it's basically assigning power to different, 3 different branches here. So we've got the Republicans, the Church of England, and nobility here. And the current influence, our ruling house is 37%, representing the power of absolutism we have. The higher the absolutism, the more political power we shall receive. Okay, interesting. So, okay, so we can maybe choose some of these options here to try to get us more political power. I don't know. Clergy, this would change clergy 5%. Let's go ahead and pick up the Anglo-Dutch Union here. We're just going to build our ties with the Dutch. We're going to gain some stability. They'll gain some stability. All the better. Now, we do have 125 PP, so I think I'm going to come in here and choose this option, Strengthen Absolutism. It's going to give us 10% boost to absolutism, which, is not that great. And by ex facto should help us with our stability long term and all that good stuff. I just looked at our stockpiles. We are really in the hole for our weapons here. Pike and shot, we're 17,000 in the hole. It's going to take us 2,600 days to climb out of that. We need more arms manufacturing as well, but at the moment, I really need to build up our factories in general. We just have a really weak economy. So I need to get some more civilian manufacturing going so we can build everything. It's all linked. Let's go ahead and strengthen the dynastic claim. We must shore up our claim to the throne. So we're going to gain a ton of political power and 10% more stability, which is all a good thing because if we're going to work our way down to getting war goals on the French, we're going to be taking a bunch of stability hits. Okay, let's go ahead and get a chief of the army. Yeah, it looks like some good options here. We usually go with the army offense guy here, so let's get Hubert Black. Prussia proclaims kingdom. The former Prince Elector of Brandenburg, Prussia, Frederick III, has announced he shall henceforth be known as the King of Prussia. Following the agreement of the I don't know. Between Prussia and Austria, the Austrians have allowed an exception on the ruler, and no prince in Germany has the right to call themselves a king. The title King of Prussia reflects the legal fiction that Frederick is officially only sovereign over the Duchy of Prussia. Interesting. So we do have the Prussians trying to unify Germany, it looks like. Yep, there he is. Frederick. Vittorio Amadeo II announced his claims on Milan. So the Duke of Savoy has announced his claims on Milan. Being in the line of succession, Carlos II believes he is entitled to part of the inheritance, although it was stated, however, in the will of Carlos II that Amadeo has announced his claims on Milan as his share of the inheritance. The claim is, of course, expected to be quite weak. So we can, we can either support it, I guess. Savoy gets England supports our claims, or we can ignore his claims. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think so. We don't want to do anything to support the Bourbons. Savoy seeks to join the Grand Alliance. Now, this is interesting. So Savoy is part of the Bourbons. Yeah, so they want to join us, though. Although Savoy is currently aligned with France, we have received secret correspondence that seek to change sides and join the Grand Alliance against France. It is long known that Savoy has lived in the shadow of France and is long bullied into a toxic relationship with them. They hate that. Now they seek to finally break free from the pressure of France and join the Grand Alliance. Okay, so what do we want? We could say this will hurt the French badly and they'll join us, or we could say no. I say we take it. All right, well, I've been working down building industry in Scotland, and I now think it's time that we take the next step here. I know shots fired across the bow. This isn't going to make me any friends in Scotland, but let's go ahead and integrate Scotland into the Kingdom of England. I think we'll just go ahead and crush the Irish Catholics. We're going to take a political hit here, but we're going to gain 20 stability, so it basically offsets our debuff that we have. Denmark, Norway have declared war on Sweden. The big Scandinavian war has just begun. Who will come out on top? I don't know. Don't really care either. I said I didn't really care, and then Parliament's like, no, you need to care. Parliament has pressed us for intervention in Scandinavia. War has broken out between the northern powers, Denmark and Sweden. Parliament has stated the absolute urgency to intervene against the Danish aggression. What now? Okay, alright, so... Alright, well, we could send them an ultimatum and say, hey, England threatens war if you don't stand down, or we could say it is not our concern, but for some reason we decided that we're going to take a 150 political power hit if we do that, so obviously the game is kind of railroading us into, the mod is kind of railroading us into where it wants us to go. So we're going to pick send an ultimatum. Alright, Denmark event.7.d. Something, dark side. We could say it's not worth it. Take a 50 political power hit. I don't know what that is. We will shell Copenhagen into the ground. So we'll get Allied Navy shells. Okay, and then we would declare war on Denmark, Norway. Let's go ahead and shell them. Our Navy has been exercising for like 5 years, so I don't know what's going on there, but we're going to go ahead and have them stop exercising, and we'll go back into port, and then we will figure out our next moves. Denmark and Norway have called the Tsardom of Russia as our enemy. Oh, look at this. And Poland. Oh, we've got quite a little fertuffle here. We've got, not great. Anti-Swedish coalition. So, not great. Alright, and for the meantime, let's get the home fleet and actually just have them protecting the home islands here. That would be most good. Non-aggression with the Swedish Empire. Yes. They are getting shellacked from all sides, so we need to come and give them a little bit of a helping hand. I've got some Marines here, only 4. I can't recruit any more. Let's go ahead and see if maybe we can distract the Danes. I don't know. Now, Denmark-Norway is pretty close to capitulation for some reason. Sweden is holding on like a Chad, so I don't know. We might be able to force this thing. 49%. I need 50%. Come on. I can't throw planes up. They haven't been invented yet. We're having a little bit of a battle here with the Danes. They have submarines, apparently. So that's kind of scary in 1701 or 1700. Okay, our Marines are finally off. Royal Marines on the way. Go! Of course, only 2 launched for whatever reason, so that's fine. Now, they've got too many divisions on that tile. We're not going to be able to break it, so... you boys just come on home. Yeah, before we could even get there, looks like Sweden's just gonna sort this thing out. I'm a little concerned about Russia, though. They've totally left their flank open. Let's see if we can send them some divisions here. Let's go ahead and ask them for military access. And let's see if we can get in here and help them out with the Russians a little bit. Apparently we can put land cruiser tanks on our Marines. I don't think this is working as intended. Unless I don't quite understand my history. I'm a little worried about our forces getting intercepted before we can get to Sweden by maybe the Russian Navy, but there's no other way to deal with it. And Spain is having some issues. Yes, we're all having some lovely issues. Okay, well, we are landing in Sweden here, so I think we'll be able to help them out a little bit here. There's supply hubs down in Novograd and Jama. So let's go ahead and I think I'll pill off 4 divisions here, and these guys can just kind of hold this line here. Everybody else, I want you to come down here and form up a new line. Okay, well, this is currently what I'm rocking with for Royal Marines in 1700. Not all that great. I wish I could add some more Marines on here, but the only thing I can do is add infantry onto these guys, and I don't really want to do that. I'm trying to give them as much soft attack as possible, but, you know, we are limited by the means of our time. Let's see if we can push these guys out of that tile. Just clean up the line a little bit. Okay, so next up, let's go ahead and... Boy, I don't know. We're at war. It's less than optimal. Let's go ahead and pick up the Strengthen the Church of England. We need some more political power. So that would be good. And if we could lower our consumer goods during the war, that would also be very, very good. Now we have 18 with infantry in 1700. I have no idea how effective these guys are going to be. Obviously not a optimal offensive unit. I could try to slap some more artillery on them. But let's go ahead and see how these guys do in combat. That's not going to work there. What we need to do is knock out Denmark, Norway. So, yeah, that'd be great. So if I could get these Marines to actually land, that would be also good. And we are starting to blow through the line here, so doing reasonably well. I think we might break this tile. Come on, come on, come on. Now, if we can hold the bloody tile, that would be one thing. We did lose a Marine in the fight, so let's go ahead and train up a new Marine. The colors for the territories are so similar. I don't know. Okay, Kingdom of Sweden is called... Oh, Holstein. Oh, perfect. Way to go, guys. Wait to go. I love it. All right. Got some flintlock muskets. Thanks for the 12. I'm having a little difficulty knowing what the heck is the enemy, but they don't have much left, so we'll help out the Swedes here. Okay, let's go ahead and sign the Treaty of London. The Treaty of Hague, 1698, or first the patrician treaty made by Joseph Ferdinand, heir to the Spanish throne, but became redundant when he died of smallpox in February 1699. To avoid a major conflict in Europe, a new solution will have to be drafted. I don't know what's going to happen then with that. Yeah, we might be in for it, boys. The Danes have World War II tech, so that could be a problem for us. Yeah, I don't think we're going to break this tile. I really just don't think we're going to break it. Let's make some changes to our cavalry. We don't have a lot of XP here, but let's go ahead and give these guys some support artillery. Okay, the Treaty of London, 1701. So, let's see here. Only war will settle this. World tension is increased by 5. Political power, minus 100. Send invitations to the ambassadors. Well, clearly going to do that. French, Dutch, English, and Austrian ambassadors have come to the agreement in London concerning the succession of the Spanish throne. The main change from the first treaty was to replace Joseph Ferdinand with Archduke Charles, heir to the Spanish throne, retaining Spain, its overseas empire, and the Spanish Netherlands. France received Naples, Sicily, and the Spanish province of Gepuzia, I don't know, as well as the Duchy of Milan, which would exchange for the Duchy of Lorraine. France would also transfer Naples and Sicily to Victor Amadeus, Duke of Savoy, in exchange for the counties of Nice and Savoy. Now it remains to be seen whether the Spanish king will ratify this treaty or if diplomacy totally fails. Well, I don't know. I've got bigger fish to fry. Okay, well, I was going to naval invade, but it's apparently not needed anymore. The Dutch coming in like Chads. Friggin' terrible here, so we're gonna move our cavalry off here. Okay, cavalry has arrived in Poland to help out our allies. Well, at least hold the line. We're really far on on cavalry equipment. That little venture in Sweden was ill-advised. Looks like our troops are mostly helping the Swedes hold the line here in the east against the Russians. I don't think we're gonna be able to do anything too substantial. I'm a little worried about being naval invaded. I hate to move my army, but I'm gonna have to rely on the home fleet to deal with that, and hopefully keep any bad guys away from our shores, because I need an army. I need a freaking army. And we are so far behind on guns. It is what it is. Yeah, I think we probably can. Oh, the Habsburgs. Ooh, Habsburg monarchy wants to join our alliance, and whether we shall. English Parliament discusses terms of intervention. Well, I think we're intervening right now. Yeah, so we don't really want to intervene in Spanish succession. We really have no interest in that at the moment, and we honestly couldn't do it. But let's go ahead and grab the war support and the political power. Okay, the infantry is arriving, thank goodness, because we can't really hold with the cavalry. The real problem is there is zero supply here. We're getting a little bit of supply from the city here, but we need to get to Warsaw. Okay, we got a little cheeky encirclement here. Okay, we've linked up with our friends in Austria. Fantastic. We've reintegrated the lines here, so let's see. Can we call them to war? That'd be great if we could get Austria in here. It's more encircled units that aren't going home. Okay, well, at least we have supplies, so we've got that going for us. Come on, horsies. I know you don't have a lot of equipment, but it is what it is. Ansbach seeks to join the Grand Alliance, and Portugal seeks a non-aggression pact. Now we can actually get some freaking supply here. That would be good. And we're about to be attacked here, so yeah, that's not good. We don't want to be encircled with our own encirclement. That would be bad. That would be bad. It's cheeky, but I'm just trying to get encirclements whenever I can, honestly. It looks like, are they allied with Prussia? No, but they have military access. Those cheeky sons of a... Well, this is why we can't have nice things. Yeah, this line, this front is completely solid. Nothing is moving. Supply is awful. There are no supply hubs anywhere around here. Okay, I don't know where the enemy is. This front is completely open. So let's let's just go ahead and deal with this. I have to say, troops are doing better than I thought they would. Particularly that 18 combat with. Well, they suck. They're not good offensive troops, but yeah. Alright, let's clean these pockets up. There's a fair amount of forces that we've destroyed. Let's go ahead and check the stats for the war. We've lost 4,000. Very sad, very sad. Let's see. 13 colonies, 158 dudes. Interesting. Let's see. 31 for Denmark, Norway. 19,000 for Russia. 33,000 for Poland, Lithuania. Man, grab the supply hubs. Lovely. Yeah, I don't know where their army is. I'm guessing it's gone for the most part. Okay, Poland, Lithuania has capitulated, giving us nothing. Typical. Typical. You're going to take full advantage of this, aren't they? They are indeed. They are indeed. Cool. I think I might take these troops that were protecting the east. Yeah, I'm absolutely going to do that. So we're going to move these Marines over here. And these guys can... They've done a good job. They've done a good job. Don't get me wrong. But we have an extremely long line now. We're mostly pushing them back. I need you to not be stupid. You're going to come over here and got a little encirclement here. That's not bad. Okay, walk into Riga. Hopefully we can get there in time. Hopefully. Oh, we got to Riga. Excellent. We've got supply. A little bit of a breakout here, but nothing we can really do about that. Did they join the war? They did join the war. Excellent. Austria's in. All right, pretty big pocket here. If we can clean this up. I don't know. They could probably get out through the port. I don't know. I don't know if the Swedish Navy is out here. We are ex facto entrapping a bunch of units somehow. So, cool. That's a good sign. Our alliance keeps getting bigger. Theirs keeps getting smaller. So, yeah. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. It's more entrapped Russian divisions that are not going home. Oh, God. The death of King William III. William III has passed away. He has left no direct heir, and so Anne, the sister of Mary, will succeed him as Queen of England. Yeah, this probably won't have any consequences, I'm sure. This has unfortunately brought an end to our prosperous union with the Netherlands. Of course it has. The king is dead. Long live the queen. Now we have Queen Anne. Yeah, inexperienced monarch. Cool. I'm sure this will be fine. Really be nice to not be in this war anymore. Come on, English troops marching to Moscow. It's 1702. Oh, we made it to Moscow. Look at that. Kiev's encircled. Crazy times. Crazy times. What are you doing? No, don't leave Moscow. What are you doing? Augsburg seeks to join our alliance. Heck yeah, Augsburg. Come on in. Water is just fine. All right, Kiev's done. Okay. These little pockets are getting cleaned up everywhere, so... Don't know if the Russians have an army anymore. 10 to 29 divisions, so no, they don't have an army anymore. We're really far behind on flintlock rifles. Really need this war to end, but there's really nobody home left in Russia here, so I don't think it'll be too much longer. What's our contribution here? 32%. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Right up there with Sweden. Yeah, they don't have any forces left, no equipment, no manpower. And little Denmark, Norway is still hanging on up in the frozen north of Finnmark. Just rinse and repeat, encircling what's left of their tiny army, taking the victory points, taking the supply hubs. I almost feel bad for them. Okay, we've legitimized Queen Anne, so hopefully we won't have any kind of, something. Queen Anne's Revenge. Ooh, what is this? The the French have openly declared their support for James Stewart, the Old Pretender. It's unacceptable and considered an act of war. This will not stand. The Queen will have her revenge. So we'll replace the inexperienced monarch with Queen of the People, which she's got pretty good stats. Yeah. God, we have no guns. It's ridiculous. Let this war just be over. For the love of God. Grab the supply hubs, grab the victory points. There's so many victory points in Russia. Come on. Oh, big lag spike. Oh, and looks like Queen Anne indeed did get her revenge. Okay, well, there we have it. We have a disgusting peace still, but we have peace nevertheless. We were able to get a few things. We grabbed up Iceland, bit of Greenland. Yeah, the Faroe Islands, and we've put most of our points into getting a Peter back in charge with a nice chunky Russian puppet. So yes, we have a English puppet government of Russia. Of course, the Swedes decided to do what they were going to do and decided to need to grab the Ural Mountains for some reason, because for strategic mountain needs. So yeah, that's a thing. We grabbed some islands and other things around the world, and then I also grabbed up the few ships that the Russians and the Danes still had. So yeah, it just adds to the home fleet. Well, we're in pretty good shape overall. We're building a lot of factories, finally fixing all of our issues when it comes to being in the hole equipment-wise. All right, well, now with the war complete, let's proclaim absolute monarchy. And indeed we do. We have absolute monarchy with Queen Anne, the Queen of the People. Okay, well, we've had Union. We are now known as Great Britain. We've folded in Scotland and Ireland. We have a snazzy new flag and a new queen. Queen of the People, Queen Anne. Yeah, our alliance has grown in size and strength, including having Austria and Russia in our alliance as well. I think we could definitely stand up against the Bourbon alliance with France and Spain easy enough. Besides all our little German puppet states in here, and still have our territorial holdings in North America. I think we're well positioned to be in a place where Great Britain would rule the world. But we'll have to leave that for another time. Okay, I think we're going to leave it there today. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a like and consider subbing to the channel if you haven't done so already for some excellent Hearts of Iron content in the future. Anyways, and also let me know in the comments down below if there are some mods that you'd like me to try out in the future. I'm always looking for new mods to try. This was the Empire mod, and it was pretty fun. Pretty fun. Not too bad. Not too bad. It, it's got some work that needs to be done, but overall, I'm pretty impressed. So, anyways, I hope you guys have an excellent rest of your day. I've been Greg the Gamer. Take care. Talk to you soon.